Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Luna here. I'm a real estate agent here in Philly. So in today's video, I want to talk about how to get listings. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys my most recent ways that I have figured out, and I don't really see people talking about it on YouTube. But before I get into how to get listings, I want to share with you guys a few facts and then also misconceptions about listing agent. So understand this, listing is definitely harder to get versus close a transaction working with buyers. Because working with buyers is just a lot easier, and business come to you, you take home buyer to shop for a piece of real estate, they fell in love with the home, and they make the decision ultimately, and then you close on the deal, right? But the thing with listing is there's always a problem, like people who are downsizing, or they have a financial hardship, they need to get rid of the house and then move somewhere else, or renting, or somebody had died in the family, it's a estate sale, or there's a divorce situation. So with listing, it's usually always comes with a problem. Most people, when they get listing in real estate, it takes about 5 to 6 years, because majority of the agent, when they first got their license, right, they work in a company, they start working with first-time home buyers, and then once they help the home buyer bought the house, they kept in touch, and then these people have build equity over the years, and 7-8 years down the road, they have like 2-3 kids, they want to move to the suburbs. That's when they call the first realtor that they work with, and then the realtor get to list the home. So these are the typical ways of how real estate agents get leads, is through referral and through your past clients. But in this video, I'm gonna teach you guys, because I know most people watch my videos are brand new agents, so I will be sharing with you guys like the active ways and aggressive way of getting real estate listings. The first way to get listing is definitely through a sphere of influence. So once you get your license, right, you need to post on social media. You gotta add everybody, be active on Facebook and post about, you know, real estate stuff, and then the interest rate, what's the housing market is doing currently. Let all your family members and friends know that you are in the business of real estate. So if they think of someone, they will refer it to you. Because working with a stranger, convince them to sell the most valuable asset in their life is definitely harder than convince a family friend to let you list their house. And number 2 is to find a motivated seller. And there are so many different ways of finding a motivated seller. Number 1, maybe a divorce situation, right? Number 2 is you're driving the neighborhood, you see there is a sign for yard sale. Why are they doing yard sale? Probably somebody in the family died, they're getting rid of the stuff, they're decluttering before they put the house on the market. Maybe that's a great way of you getting business card and see if they were thinking about selling the house. And number 3 is financial hardship. So people who are in the property, maybe one of the spouse lose the job, and then they're behind mortgage. So these could also be another scenario, or they couldn't afford paying the property tax delinquent. So these are the financial hardship. And then also another way is, I'll say, for sale by owners and cancel expired listings. So these two, the canceled expired listings, I don't know about other area, but in Philadelphia, if you go on Bright MLS, there, if you go through the public record, you can filter out the expired and cancel listing, export these data, and then import to a website for skip tracing it. Because with Vulcan 7, although you can purchase Vulcan 7 and they will have a tech guy set up a phone call with you and teach you how to get the numbers for expired and cancel listings, or you can do it manually. I know there's a website called Bell's Link. They can trace phone numbers for you. The next one will be absentee owners, especially with the market being so hot right now, and tenants can't do evictions until maybe September. So a lot of landlords are feeling, the stress of maybe selling the real estate instead of like waiting around for the chasing for rent. So these are also great ways of getting listings, is through absentee owners. So the 2 ways is through public record, and then also through Mojo too. If you guys have Mojo, which I'll import a different video right here to show you guys how I do mine. What I started Target recently is I go on Mojo and I'll do a neighborhood search. When I do the neighborhood search, right, I will go through 2 different ways of filtering out my data. So I'll go with a absentee owner list, and then also a own free and clear list, which is they have high equity. They most likely has already paid off the mortgage, and then they're older. So these people, I like to target them and call them, because from my past experience and talking to sellers, I realized the sellers who are older at the age of 70 to 80 years old, they tend to have the most equity and they will listen to you. They are most willing to work with a real estate agent and trust people, you know, that hustle on the phone and cold call them. Versus if seller who is at age of maybe 50 to 60 or 40 to 60, because they're currently still in the workforce. So maybe their boss has someone that they know that sells real estate, or, you know, they come across with society of more people in real estate versus like old grandpa that just sits at home watching TV. So I like to focus more on an older neighborhoods, high equity sellers, and these are my experience of like getting listings and actually getting it sold. Now, to the last part of the video is I want to talk about the 4 misconceptions about listing agent and getting listing. Number 1 is don't give up. Listing take a long time. When you work with buyers, maybe it takes about 3 months to help them find a home. But honestly, the nurture leads for me, nurture with a seller, typically takes about 12 months to a year and a half. That's how long usually it takes. They might be thinking about selling it this year, but really they're not gonna move their stuff until next year in the summer. So it's a very overwhelming process. People don't really think about it until the last minute. Don't get discouraged. It really definitely takes a long time. And number 2 is not every seller leads will turn into a listing. Sometimes I get really excited when I get phone call, people wanting to know how much their home is worth. You know, at the very beginning, I just get so excited. I want to see their house and meet them in person to have them sign papers. But really, when they call you and you qualify your seller leads, you need to calm down and go with a plan. You need to go and ask them specifically different questions. Are they qualified to sell? If they do sell, where would they be moving to? Are they gonna be renting? Are they gonna be buying? If they're buying, are they buying in-state, out-of-state? Is this a retirement? Are they downsizing? Do they already have a realtor they're working with? Where are they looking for? What kind of housing? It's like you're part of their family and trying to figure out like where is your uncle or aunt is going to move to. Like how are they gonna get rid of that big piece of furniture, you know? So it's really like not that easy when it comes to selling process, and not every lead is going to turn into a listing. So number 3 is not every listing is going to sell. Market changes, market shifts all the time. Sometimes when the market is still at the high, you list it thinking that your pricing is accurate, that it's gonna lead to activities. But when it's been on there sitting for 2-3 months, there's no activities, and then you forgot to prep your seller and tell them what would happen if it listing don't sell for a month. You were overconfident, you guarantee that they can get this price. Now it just becomes really awkward. What's gonna happen? It might expire, seller might cancel on you. But if you're a new agent, those things does happen. It happens to me, it happens to everyone. So don't get embarrassed about it, learn it as a mistake, and next time just do better. The next one I wanna talk about is, do you or should you discount your commission? And as far with this one, I was taught not to discount my commission. If people ask me, I always charge full commission. But to be honest with you guys, and then when I train my students, my buyer agent, I told them to become flexible. Especially when you are new, you don't have that type of experience. You don't really have a lot to offer. Like, why do you get to deserve to charge 6% just because you're confident? And then also, I have discounted my commission. Sometimes when seller has negative equity or they have very little equity, they are just in such bad situation that I'm willing to discount my commission to kind of help them make the move work, because people are looking to start over, you know, something had happened terrible in their family, they just want to get rid of this bad memory and move on with their life, and if they want me to discount my commission just to make it work, I would. So be very flexible on the commission side. There's like no way, I mean like you guys should discount your commission just right out of bed to get a listing, to bag a listing. Always remember, you have to sell yourself before they even talk about, you know, how much they're paying you, what's the commission. Like don't just tell them, oh, I'll charge 3%, I'll charge 4%, when they are not even thinking about using you as their agent, you know? So I hope you guys enjoy and appreciate this really detailed video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Luna, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.